Hello everyone, GuardianE here with another recap and reaction video for Azur Lane, this time on the Gridman collaboration livestream. We're here, 6 a.m. my time, a little bit on the early side. I'm not exactly a morning person, but still relatively reasonable. And of course we are expecting the reveal of details for the event, which I think is slated to release next week. So definitely expecting to get all of those characters announced. And I'm sure there's going to be some other juicy news as well. And while we're waiting here for the live stream to start, I'll just take this opportunity to remind you that if you do enjoy the content that we put out and would like to support the channel, please consider subscribing, leaving a like down below, and leaving a comment letting us know the types of content that you'd like to see from us going forward. Oh, here we go. It's starting. We're going to start things off with a trailer? No, this is... Well, yes, but we've seen this before. This is not new. Starting things off with the 4th anniversary animated preview, I think. And so we've all seen that before. And here are some friendly faces. I do know that they are slated to have some guests from Gridman, some of the voice actresses on stage here, so that'll be kind of exciting. Now, full disclosure, I don't know very much about Gridman at all. I'm kind of going into this blind. I have a little cheat sheet pulled up next to me of Gridman characters, but beyond that, and beyond admiring some art of some of the characters that I've seen in the past on like social media and other things, I don't know anything about the characters themselves. Obviously, I've seen Rikka everywhere, so I'm familiar with her design, but beyond that, I'm going into this pretty blind. So we've got Rikka and Yume here. Not animated. I guess they're just talking to each other. I am curious how faithful the designs are going to be to the original art style. If they're going to have, you know, obviously whenever you're working with a licensed property and you're working and collaborating with another big name, you obviously have to make some concessions and work out those kinks as far as like art style and all the details included. So I am curious. Oh, there they are. So here are our guest hostesses, the VAs for Gridman. Great to see them and have them here. So this is the voice actress for Rikka, and I believe this is the voice actress for Minami. So here we're getting an introduction to the Gridman universe and some of the Gridman characters. Obviously you've got Rikka there in the middle, and you've got Akane Shinjo with the purple hair on the right. Based on the silhouettes they've shown on social media so far, I do expect that we would get Akane as well as Rikka as characters for the collaboration. So I guess we'll see. I do, again, not being super familiar with the actual property, I have always admired the art style quite a bit. So here we're going to be introduced to some Dynazenon characters. Obviously in the middle is going to be Yume Minami. The voice actress is here as one of the hostesses, the guest hostesses for today. And the one on the right there is Chise Asukagawa. They haven't shown Mujina out of the batches, which is a character that I've seen floated around as a possible candidate for the collaboration. Who I actually really like her design, so I was hoping that she appears. Hopefully her omission from these two lists doesn't mean that she's not part of the collaboration, but I guess we'll see in a few moments. Oh, I just noticed that giant Godzilla Manjuu in the back. It's right there, back there in the upper right corner. Alright, looks like it's going to be an animated preview! Hey! I always love these. You get to see them interacting with the universe a little bit, so that's always nice. They seem to fit right in. They really did kind of mesh the art style really well, I feel. Oh, okay. Well, there's Mujina. So I am hopeful. Okay, so they're showing those two at least there. Okay, that was a pretty nice animated preview. I think they did a good job with that. It's got me a little hype. Okay, all right. So this might be the 5 characters that we get. I like this splash page. It's really clean, beautiful art. Love the ship in the back. I think it represents things really well. So the collab is going to be starting on the 25th. So for those of us in the States, that is right on Thanksgiving Day. And it's going to extend until December 9th. So we're going to have approximately 2 weeks to do the event and grind the event. I do like that they're playing it again here, because it goes so quickly, it's easy to miss a lot of details. So at the end, it doesn't look like they altered the character's design too much. They kind of slapped on some rigging, which I know people complain about a little bit with prior collabs. I mean, the reality is that there are limitations when working with another company on how much they can really alter the designs of the characters, so I think that probably goes hand in hand. I would suspect that we get some nice skins alongside the event, though. So we'll have to see. But otherwise, I mean, the art style is really beautiful. I think they adapted the art style really well into this animation. So I think it's pretty great. Oh, that's really cute. That's really cute art. So that's some art that was done for the collab by the actual character designer and artist for Gridman, I believe. So that's really, really nice to see them put together this piece for the collaboration. So thank you to Sakamoto-san for that. So here they're giving an overview of the event story, how these two universes are essentially going to clash together. I'm eager to see the actual narrative of how that happens. Oh, there we go. Okay, the first reveal is going to be Rikka here. She is going to be an SSR, so a gold chip. On the global version, that is, of course, going to be SR. She got some beautiful, beautiful, clean art. I think they adapted it really well. I actually like her original design a lot, so I think it fits really well in here. I like the smart school uniform with the short pleated skirt there. Really, really nice. It's fun because the rigging behind her actually looks a lot like the mech in Gridman, so it kind of is thematically appropriate. It actually looks like it fits and it works. You have these kind of green wisps around her and like sparkles of energy. And like a crater underneath her of destruction. Okay, the next SSR, the next gold chip, is going to be Akane Shinjo. Okay, so here she is kind of perched atop her rigging. That's really interesting. A little bit more in line, almost Ironblood-esque. So that's pretty cool. I am curious about her design, because you can see there are sort of tendrils underneath her knees and wrapping around her legs. Even kind of broken the seal on her leggings there, so to speak. So I'm wondering how that's going to play into things. Maybe she's... I am curious. Maybe that means that throughout the story or as part of the story, she's coordinating with the Sirens or the Sirens have captured her. I don't know, but guess we'll have to see. But the rigging in the mecha is super impressive. She looks really great. Okay, here we go. So it's going to be at least 3 SSRs. So we've got our third gold chip. It's going to be Yume Minami here. Oh, that's so cool. She's got like a laser sword. That's really neat. I like that her kind of rigging design is, again, really mecha-based, but it's actually flight-oriented. She's got wings. So that's pretty cool. Thrusters in the back. I like that. That's pretty neat. So all 3 of them have been pretty differentiated in the rigging department, even though their original designs haven't been altered too much, which, again, you kind of have to expect with a collab to some extent. The rigging themselves has been really diverse and dynamic, so I do appreciate that element of it. Okay, alright, so here is going to be Chisei, and wow, she's also going to be a gold ship. They are really, really, coming out with the heavy hitters, I guess. Yeah, that's 4 gold ships. One of them has to be free, from the event or the event shop, I'm sure. But yeah, so here's Chisei, and again, the rigging's really cool. You have this strip on the side, the actual landing strip coming up from the wave or the torrent of, I guess, water coming up from the side of her, and you have kind of this little wyvern or dragon rigging that's kind of floating around next to her. That's pretty cool. I like that. And okay, Mujina is in fact going to be an elite. I was very much hoping that she was going to be included as part of the batch. And she is, and she looks fantastic. Her rigging, by contrast, is statuesque and like kaiju-esque in the back there. Her rigging is very regal and elegant, despite being pretty bulky. I like it a lot. And of course, naturally, her design is fantastic. I don't know what the significance is of the hand sign that she's got, but she has her arm outstretched. Yeah, they all look great. I gotta say, thematically... Oh, wait! Okay, we're getting another elite here. Let's see. Unfortunately, I don't know who this is. She's not on my list that I've pulled up here, but I will, of course, put all the names up at the top of the inlay so you guys can know who's being displayed. But regardless, really cool kind of firecracker design. She's got definitely a tomboy-esque feel to her, like the giant fists ready to brawl on either side of her and the flames kicked up. Pretty nice, pretty nice. So that's 4 SRs and 2 elites. Okay, 3 elites, excuse me. Never mind. Oh, she looks pretty. I like how all of the different characters have sort of dynamic poses. They're all like in very different, varied situations. She's like sitting on top of her rigging, but it's like on top of this, almost like a wasteland slab there, with like a chain hanging down and some rubbish. She's wearing a mask. Very appropriate. Her rigging has like little twin drills on either side of her, or maybe they're antenna. I'm not entirely sure, but it's a fun little design. Yeah, I was about to say they have at this point exhausted every female character I know from Gridman that I have listed here. So here are all of the 6 characters up here at once. And so there are going to be... Okay, so Chise, it looks like Chise is going to be free because she does not have a pickup. Yep, she's going to be available, I think, in the shop. So she is going to be the free SR, the free gold ship. There are going to be 3 rated up gold ships in the gacha, as well as 2 rated up elites in the banner as well. So that seems pretty stock standard. Pretty stock standard. I gotta say, across the board, I like all the art. I think that they did a pretty great job. Oh, it looks like Mujina is also going to be free. It looks like maybe you can just grind the event for her. So you can just accumulate this this currency and eventually get her as a milestone reward. So that's pretty awesome. She's one of my favorites of the batch for sure. I think like thematically across, I think they did a great job on the art in capturing their essence and creating kind of very original dynamic rigging, which I think is where they have the opportunity to funnel their creative juices, their originality, and I think they did a good job with that and their poses. I think thematically across the board, the sense that I'm getting from Gridman is that it's a lot of large coats and short skirts, which is a combination that I am totally on board with. And again, I do find the character designs pretty fetching for the most part. I think of the batch design-wise, Rikka, Akane, and Mujina stand out for me personally. Okay, we're getting a little gameplay demonstration. That's nice. See their little sprites in action, and then some of actually the unique attack effects and projectiles, so that's pretty cool. I like that. Ooh, she gets a little beam. Okay, here's Yume. Since she has a sword, I wonder if they would implement the melee damage in the future with an update. I feel like that would be very appropriate. And similar with this character, she's got like big fists. Big fists and a sword as well. But the rigging's very nicely realized, I think. The whole, what looked like to be homing projectiles thing is really cool, so I hope that's right. Hope they are actually homing projectiles. There's little like pink lasers that were coming out. Alright, so this does look like it's going to be a new gameplay map element to the collaboration. They usually do try to include something unique to the maps when they have these collabs, and so not exactly sure what this is, but it looks kind of like a tug-of-war mechanic. Maybe it's on opposing sides trying to get to 100% first. If there are details, or if I can get details, I'll go ahead and put them up on the screen right now so you can see what the deal is there. But it does look like the opposing forces are going to be Rikka and Akane. The blue versus the red, which makes a lot of sense. Since Akane looked like she had some Siren influence in her design, so I guess that's going to be the theme of the story potentially. Oh, cool! So here is going to be some of the, I think, weapon skins. Very fitting, very fitting. They look pretty neat. Oh wait, is it not weapon skins? Maybe it's just unique equipment. Because it looks like, I mean, it shows how they're going to be attaching to her and maybe having different effects. I don't know. I might be completely misreading this, but it looks like, I thought they were weapon skins, but I guess they might be actually equipment pieces that you can put on the Gridman collab characters. I mean, that's pretty unique and pretty on theme for the whole mecha thing, so I think that's a neat touch. Of course, that begs the question, if it is equipment, that's going to be equipment that's completely unique to the event, and a collaboration event at that, so they're going to be limited and they're not going to come back. So that's something I guess bear in mind here, is that we're not going to see the return of these, most likely, in the future, if they are, in fact, equipment. Okay, yeah, so these are going to be the weapon skins, not the... So it was equipment that they were talking about, I think, before. So I'm curious how that's going to be implemented and how the grind is going to be for those, potentially. But here are the actual weapon skins that we got a little sneak preview of those during the actual gameplay element as well. So we got some nice variety here. I like the mechas in the lower right, some of like the swords and the drills and the rocket effects, and you got some like generic lasers. I think the generic lasers are probably going to be the most common drops from the weapon skin boxes. Usually they're pretty generous on collabs to allow you to actually grind for the weapon skins. Like, you'll get a weapon box by completing the actual stage, so hopefully they keep that consistent. And okay, they're just showcasing showcasing some of the weapon skins here with a gold bullion. Oh, okay, so here's going to be a dorm set, I'm guessing also exclusive to the event. That's pretty cool. It's like, it's got a little like city display, so you can like shoot your own kaiju battles, basically. can imagine your little chibi ship girls as giant kaiju strolling about the town. They even have like a green screen in the back there. I like it. It's basically like a movie set. Oh, here, and you can see them interacting. Oh, and the the racetrack is actually a bed. That's fun. That's fun. Yeah, I wonder what happens if you put one of the characters in the green screen. Oh, that's cool. That's neat. I like it. That's a nice touch. I like that. That's really neat that the dorm track is interactive like that. It's huge. It's like one of the biggest dorm items. It like fills up the entire side of the entire side of the dorm. Oh, okay. So here is going to be a mini game. Again, they usually do include a nice little mini game during a collaboration. So let's see what this one's about. Oh boy, energy meter. Oh, okay. Is it like this like a match game? Yeah, it looks like it's a little bit of like a match 3. Yes. So like, so like way simpler, but like I guess you just tap to erase one of the blocks and then create combinations of 3 as it like carries down, and that builds up energy meter. But then how does the energy meter play into it? Does the game end when you fill the energy meter? Energy meter is filled. Okay, so now she can do the... Oh, that's pretty nice. You transform. So now you're stronger. That's pretty cool. Okay. And then the energy meter just like drains over time. Okay, so it looks like you just attack and get points by chaining together different colors and filling those bars at the top. And then you probably get super powered when you fill up that meter at the bottom. So I like the flavor of that mini game. That's nice. They usually do a pretty nice job. The mini games are they're usually not terribly substantive as far as content. They're just kind of like cute nods to whatever is going on in the main event. What is this? Oh, okay, so this is going to be one of the skins, I think, for the collab for Rikka. We're getting a nice low angle shot of her, kind of showing off those shapely legs. That is one of her signature things, and she's definitely got those lovely things on display here. And she's just kind of in her casual outfit, it looks like. Oh, and then here's going to be Akane just lounging about. It looks like she's destroyed that tablet on the ground with her feet. I don't know. She's just kind of lounging in this beanbag Manjuu. She's got her phone up above her. So she's just kind of lounging amongst the trash. There's like trash bags behind her. I don't know her story, so I don't know if that's like part of her character or whatever. But it looks like she's got some Pocky in her mouth too. I like that she's got that little kind of stuffed shark on her head. It's cute. Oh, okay. So here's going to be Yume in her very fashionable attire. And it looks like she's kind of like hanging out by a window, taking some photos, maybe spying a little. That's pretty nice. I like how elegant this one is in contrast. I think even though I don't know the characters, you kind of get a feel for their characters by their expressions and their backdrops and their rigging, and this one is no exception. This one really visually sells her personality, I think. Like sophisticated, high class, fashionable. Her outfit definitely is a little bit, I think, elevated, at least in the context of schoolgirl attire. So she's definitely living large, affluent, and stylish. And I like how unique I think the setting is, because she's kind of like boxed in, so it creates, it forces her into a different pose. So here's going to be Chisei out in the bright sun with that umbrella, keeping away from those rays. But at the same time, I like the giant pillar beam of light kind of sending off into the sky there and creating shockwaves among the clouds. That's pretty... Oh, and here is Mujina also getting a skin. I love kind of the distension of the world behind her and how it like twists and warps. I think that's really cool. I always like that effect. It kind of like centers everything on her itself. The movement and the momentum of the wind. You got the ginkgo leaves flying around and kind of the twirl of the skirt itself. Really, really cool. And then here is this character that I don't know, that's a tomboy that reminds me a lot of Subaru from Hololive. So she had kind of a fun and spunky skin, and so does she. So they're both kind of like, I feel like thematically those two kind of work together a little bit, just because they're both kind of like street attire. Alright, so here are all of the skins available. And these are the 3 skins that it looks like you're going to be able to use rental tickets for to try out at least. I think that for me personally, Rikka and Mujina stand out as ones that I would probably pick up. So overall, I think they're nice. I think they're thematically appropriate. I certainly would have loved to have seen some swimsuits. I mean, I just always like seeing swimsuits for collabs. But this is kind of a fall collaboration, so the skins are in line with that. It's like sort of an autumn casual wear type of collab, which makes a lot of sense. So I totally get that. Oh, what? We're getting some skins for our native ship girls. It looks like Bremerton is getting this little fashionable number. Oh, she looks great. I love how her hair is done up with the little headband. Really nice, super stylish. I like it. Oh, Independence looks great here in her casual attire. I love the colors. Really, really beautiful with the pink and the blue. Oh, okay, and it looks like these are the only two that are going to be available. I like for how Independence, her eagle is like stuck in the shop. And for Bremerton, she's enjoying some boba tea. Oh, so this is going to be the next meta ship, it looks like. Very, very interesting. Not one of the leaked meta ships that we've seen from the data mine, although I guess those meta ships maybe they're part of the next Operation Siren story. I don't really know. But it looks like she's going to be the next meta ship available. Oh, and it looks like there is going to be a point event where you can get this ship, I'm guessing, for free. I don't know who this is here, but she looks really cute. She looks really cute. They kind of glossed over the meta ship there. They didn't like give a whole lot of time to take a closer look at her, but yeah. Oh, some autograph pieces. They look really nice. Really nice. I think this is going to be, part of the Twitter campaign that they usually do, where they select some winners, so wah wah for global. We're not getting those, but they look nice. Okay, so they are advertising the 4th anniversary art collection here. I know it's available for import from Amazon, like amazon.co.jp. I'm sure Ami also has it available, so if you are interested in picking up the art collection, you can get it from those retailers, among others, of course. Oh, and here they are showing off the Ying Swei figure that was revealed and is up for pre-order by Neonmax Creative. I was actually going to include this in a news update a little bit later in the week, but we can just cover it here. But yeah, they have announced this. She is available for pre-order. So that's nice. If you're a fan of Ying Swei, you might want to consider picking this one up. Looks pretty great, at least from the prototype. I am admittedly not hugely familiar with Neonmax Creative. I don't know if they're just smaller or they're new, but so I can't really vouch for their production quality or anything. But again, the prototype looks pretty nice. And here is the IRF Yamaha collaboration with that Essex art, which I don't think is slated to be a skin in the future, if I remember correctly. I think people were upset at that, the fact that they showed off this new Essex art in the racer skin, and she's not going to actually be available. Oh, okay, we're actually getting a trailer for it? Oh, no, okay, alright. It's not an animated trailer, but it looks like they're putting some decals. Alright, there's the finished product. Pretty slick looking. Revs your heart. So if they're creating a real-life representation of the bike, they need to have a real-life Essex right next to it, right? That's just how it works. Oh, maybe they are putting a real-life Essex next to it. I was joking. Wait, so this is obviously a cosplayer. I don't know if they're planning on having her there at the event, but it would make a lot of sense. So, wow. I ask and you shall receive, I suppose. Great minds think alike. What can I say? Oh, okay. There's going to be a Pamiat Mercuria live. There's that ominous text under live. I don't know what that's all about. She looks super serious. And then there's like fire coming from the left side. I don't know. What is she gonna tell us? Anyway, it looks like that is going to be slated for December. It's always fun to see the little VTuber short stack and her antics on screen. So something to look forward to there. They're selling an official Ayanami T-Shirt that she wears in the Slowhead anime. It's going to be on sale on the 21st, or starting on the 21st for around $30 or so. Oh, and they are announcing here that Freeing is going to be doing a B-style figures for both Washington and North Carolina's Bunnygirl outfits. Those are going to be amazing. So Freeing, their B-style is 1/4 scale, so they're going to be huge. Think about the Zara swimsuit figure that they are coming out with. These are probably going to be similarly spectacular in both design and size, so absolutely something to look forward to there. Okay, Akashi is going to be restocking on some supplies starting on the 25th. As usual, there's generally speaking no real need to pick these up. Oh, The stream's being interrupted by... Oh my god! What? Oh man, that faceplate is so cool lit up like that. Oh, that's sick. Not bad. Not bad at all. Is this the same character that was getting kicked around by Akane as the chibi? Or what? I'm not entirely sure. I'll tell you, he's got some hips though. That's for sure. Oh, he said present. I heard that loud and clear. Oh, this is going to be the gift, I guess. Okay, so some oil is always going to be appreciated for that grind. Some cognitive chips are useful. Getting those plates, getting the coins and the bulin. Yeah, skill books. Okay. Nice little gift. I appreciate that, Mecha Man. Thank you very much. Oh, that's nice. They brought the voice actor out so that he gets a little spotlight too. Bye-bye. That's cute. That's a nice little outro. Alright, so I think does that wrap everything up? Looks like it wraps... Yeah, that's going to wrap everything up. So I think let's just quickly recap. So again, here is a splash page of all of the ships that are going to be available starting on the 25th on Thanksgiving for us US residents. And Chisei, as well as Mujina, are going to be available for free by grinding the event. Chisei from the event shop, Mujina, of course, from actually a milestone. Unfortunately, she's not even shown here. You can't even get her from the banner. But the rest of them are rated up, as you can see, with the little pickup symbol. And so you can acquire each of these. So have those cubes ready. They are collaboration ships, so they do not count towards the collection. If people are concerned about that, you don't have to worry about that. However, they are going to be limited as collaboration ships. So in all likelihood, we are not going to see them return. So if you do fancy any of them, or if you think in the future you might fancy them, you definitely want to go for them during this event. And of course, the same deal with the skins. They are going to be limited collaboration skins. So you're not going to be able to get them in the future after the event. If you fancy them now, you're going to want to pick them up during the course of the event. For me personally, I'm definitely thinking of picking up Rikka's and Mujina's, possibly Akane's as well. Rikka's low angle shot gives us a revealing look at her signature generous thighs. And then, of course, Mujina, I think, is just so elegant and fanciful in that art. I think I mentioned the warping. The dress itself is absolutely beautiful as the wind kind of carries it up and spins it on this twirl. It's actually just really majestic looking. I am wondering if we're looking at Mujina's censored Chinese art here, just because the covering up of the cleavage window is a little suspicious, I would say. But I guess we'll see when the final art drops in the game. So a lot to look forward to with the event. I would say that I'm pretty excited, especially considering that I don't know really a lick about the underlying property, much besides the character designs, but I do like the character designs, at least some of them in particular. So I gotta say, it's a little awkward with it releasing on Thanksgiving Day. I am going to be preoccupied with variety of Thanksgiving related events, so unfortunately I don't know. I'm probably not going to be able to summon right away when the event drops. It might have to be like later that night, and honestly maybe the video might even go up the following day. So I do apologize to everyone out there that would expect the day one video to go up on, well, day one. Well, I'll try to, and we'll see. I guess we'll ultimately see how it goes at the end of the day. But of course, if you are interested in seeing my day one polls, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you get notified as soon as that goes live. But yeah, I mean, let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are on the collab, what your thoughts are on the skins, what was revealed as far as the minigame, the dorm furniture, the free gift, the actual weapon skins, and it looks like actual equipment that's going to be dropped into the game, and what your overall thoughts are. Are you a fan of Gridman, or is this your introduction to the series? I'd be curious to know down below. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Azur Lane content. We thank you all so much for watching and for taking time out of your day to spend with us. We really do appreciate it. Certainly hoping you're all staying safe, healthy, secure, and united out there, and wishing the very, very best for you, your family, and your friends. And until next time, let's protect those waters.